What's up YouTube? Moto Moose here. So I just got the Red Rocket back from Richmond Motorsports. She's got fresh tires on her and she's back in her parking space until it's officially spring. I rode her home, but not quite there yet. My driveway's still slush and ice. Yeah, but she's in her resting place. I'm kidding. Yeah, back over here. So today what I'm going to do is an install video for the Healtech gear indicator light. I was going to do an unboxing video, but as you can see, no box. So it's pretty straightforward. We will try and install that tonight and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is take my seat off. It's been a while. Where's all my shit? Okay, step one, ignore the dirty bike. I just rode it home. It wasn't the driest conditions. Some splashes, some puddles, and it was still dirty from the trailer ride over to getting to Richmond Motorsports to get the tires put on. So that's step one. Step two, remove the driver's seat. The biggest thing for me right now is finding the plug, because this Healtech indicator light is plug and play. So I want to make sure I can find the damn plug first. I forgot the most important step one. Bourbon. Okay, so back to taking the seat off. And there goes the washer, like always. Okay, so step two, seat is off. Step three, this time around, is going to be find that damn washer, but that'll be pushed till later. Okay, so here is the gear indicator light. Let's remove the instructions and their fancy stickers that can go on my toolbox later. You get the plug and play gear indicator light, some stickers, instructions, some zip ties, and a spare 3M two-way tape. But there's already two-way tape on the back, but I think I'm going to need it on the side for the way I'm going to mount it. So here's the gear indicator light. So what I'm looking for under the seat is the ECU plug that matches this. It's supposed to be under the seat, and it's supposed to be red. Oh, hey, look at that. Something that's actually where it's supposed to be. That's a first. That was a hell of a lot easier than I thought. Okay, so here we go. This red plug right here. It's got a cap on it to protect it from the elements. And I need a dinky little screwdriver. Okay, so cap is off. That's all it literally was, is a cap. Now, I can see, you guys probably won't be able to see it. I can see my washer down there that I lost. Now, if you don't have one of those magnetic expandable sticks, or even if you do and it's too tight of a spot, here's a trick. Magnet, screwdriver. Magnetizes it, and you can stick it into tiny little spaces and get the things that you lost. Like so. There's that washer. Now, here is this. We're going to plug her in, test it, and program it. So, there we go. Easy enough. Tuck this back under there. Gear indicator light. Oh, essentially what it says, rear tire up on the stand, because you're going to have to put it in the separate of the 6 gears and rev it slightly higher than idle, and go through them as it tells you which gear to go through. So we are going to start the bike. Okay, so it's learning mode. It's going to tell me to put it in first gear. So neutral, this is what it shows you, but you got a neutral indicator light, so it only registers once your clutch is disengaged. So go down to first, but see, it still shows I'm in neutral. As soon as I let go, there we go. First, second, third. There we go. So it's not like it's the first generation of this. I went cheap. This one was half price, so I went with the first generation because they stopped making it. So the beauty of it is, yeah, it was half price because they don't make that model anymore. They've upgraded 1 or 2 times since then, so they stopped making it. So I went dirt cheap. I don't care about the speed because I don't need to know when I'm shifting from second to third that I'm now in third gear. I already know that because I just shifted from second to third. What I need it for is, you know, when you're riding for 15 minutes without shifting and you're not paying attention, you're just enjoying the ride, and then you go, oh shit, what gear was I in? That's what I need it for. So, well, not need it for, that's what I want it for. So, now all I gotta do is lift my tank cover and detach here so I can run the wires. And what I'm gonna end up doing is using the side sticky tape, and I'm gonna mount it right there. And I know it's dark in here even with the lights on because it's nighttime, but it did seem super bright, so it should be good during the daytime. All right, so let's do that. So to get the seat off was the 5mm Allen head. So I'm gonna try doing it that way first. So we're gonna take the rear ones off, which is also a 4mm Allen head. So this side bolt here, it's a Phillips screwdriver. I'm gonna try and do this by doing the very least amount of unbolting of shit that I need to. So we got that one. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to do the front ones. Yeah, we'll try the front for now. It'll probably make it easier to lift the majority of the cover. This one here, we're gonna have to do next. I believe that's gonna be a 5mm. No, that's a 4 also. Essentially, I want it to follow this wire up there. I think I'm gonna have to take this panel off, which I hate. Can I make it up through there? No, I'm gonna have to take this panel off. So that means this one and this one. These two right here. That's probably gonna be a 3. Yep, 3mm. Now, should be able to get away with just doing the top one, because that's the only one that actually bolts into this piece. There we go. Okay, that panel is off. Okay, so now you can see we're going to route it under here. We're going to follow this wire, which is this one here, and then from here we're going to break off that way and head up towards the speedometer. Oh, I got to undo this bolt here just to be able to lift up on this side of the tank cover. That's going to be a 5mm. Yep. There we go. Much easier. Just need to get my battery strap out, and then I should be able to fit this through here. And this is why I never take the screen protector off until I'm done. My battery strap back on right now. There we go, battery strap back in. Okay, so now we're gonna feed this through here. And here's the wire we wanna attach it to. So I'm gonna go under this black panel and we're gonna zip tie it right there. And luckily I always have a shitload of zip ties in my workshop. So should I screw up and need to do this again, I have spares. There's that. I'm gonna put this sticky shit on here to get it going for now. Okay, so zip tie number 1. We've got it routed down here, under there. I want it zip tied to this fat wire right here. But if you don't happen to carry spare zip ties at home, I would suggest finishing the mounting process and then zip tying. But I want to get this on and zip tie as I go so that I'm not fighting with the slack. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go right here. There we go, right there. There we go. We're nice and tight with just a little bit of slack, a little bit of wiggle room. So now here, I'm going to want it to feed up the front and follow these wires. I don't know how bright that is on the GoPro. We're going to have it coming out here, and then I want it to follow these wires under here and leave enough slack right around here so that when you turn the handlebars, it's not going to be pulling on the unit from the odometer or the speedometer housing. So we're going to slide it under here. There we go. We are fed through there. Now we're going to be going with it right here. So right now I've got a lot of slack. So I'm going to tuck some slack under here and then just leave a little bit there. And so I should be good right now to zip tie. There we go. See, I've got decent amount of slack here. That way, when I do the final mounting right there, turn the handlebars, and you can, if you can see down there, I've got enough slack that it'll go, and there's nothing touching in there it'll affect. Actually, I might tug a little bit of that slack back. That's a little bit much. That's why I didn't tighten that zip tie all the way. There we go. Luckily, the unit itself is nice and light, so it's not like it's going to be tugging on the actual tape. But what I am going to do is route the slack this way so that there's even less chance of it tugging on. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to give her one final test before I start putting the parts back on. All right, here we go. So that's where she's going to sit. And when it counts up, when you start the bike, that means it's properly programmed. If it counts down, that means it needs to be programmed. And first, second, third, fourth. There we go. Time to put it all back together. I gotta say, for aftermarket electronics parts on the installs, Healtech always makes it easy. I have the Healtech speedo healer on, already installed on the bike. That was the same thing, plug and play, 5-10 minutes, and like it was 5 minutes to figure it out, another 5 minutes to route the wires and figure out where I wanted to put shit, and you're good to go. So this one, okay, it took me a few minutes longer just fighting with bolts and stuff like that, but the actual install of the product itself was pretty damn good. All right, guys, so that's how you install a gear indicator light by Healtech on a 2005 CBR600RR. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this can help somebody out that's looking to do this, and I will put a link in the description below to the product that I bought. If this one matches your bike, the original first generation, it is currently half price from Healtech themselves. It's in euros, but it's half price, so it's definitely worth the deal. Alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. For now, Moto Moose out.